business to who? Who ever hear John Pro say, come invest in Jamaica? Invest in what? When you look on the contract them, none of them signed by a community leaders. No farmers, no fisher folk, only politicians, and that's not investment, that's inheritance. And we're being written out of the will. So let's talk about the depopulation that equals to profit. It sounds dark. I understand it sounds very dark. But me have to say it plain. Dead people don't resist. Dead people don't riot. Dead people don't ask for land rights. That's why these deals move so easy, because the plan already expects some are unoffy dead. This oil drilling, this earthquake risk, this tsunami prophecy, it's not a random disaster waiting to happen. It's a pre-mapped, pre-packaged profit model. Me say it's a pre-mapped, pre-packaged profit model designed to remove the Jamaican people and replace them with foreign ownership, digital control, and gated wealth. So who will be left? The fisherman will be gone. The small farmers will drown. Downtown poor buried. Market vendors will be erased. The mechanics probably going to be homeless, and the elders is going to mourn. The youth is going to scatter off to foreign shores, and the land will be signed away in contracts you never read, rebuilt for people you never see, and renamed with language you never speak. So if Jamaica drowned today, they already have the buyers lined up for tomorrow. Understand that. Understand that when Jamaica drowned, the buyers them already line up for tomorrow. So me not chat for likes, me a chat for the bloodline, and me a chat for the prophecy. And me not stop until on rise and burn the plan down with fire. Listen, this is the hour of reckoning. The hour where every Jamaican must choose either to rise or perish. Speak or be erased. Stand or drowned. This hour is not a warning anymore. It's the final call. We're not negotiating and we're not asking permission. I'm summoning the nation to its knees or to its feet, because the ground has already started to shift. If you're still silent, you are already buried. If you're still quiet after 9, before me even give you the reckoning, I must address the dead silence of the media. I want to ask you one serious question. Where is TVJ? Where is TVJ? Where is CVM? Where is the Gleaner? Where is Loop? How you so silent when Jamaica is on a fault line and they're drilling oil next to it? The media know. Yes, they know. Them see the same geological reports that me see. Them get the same seismic surveys. Them hear the whispers in parliament, but them choose silence. Because the media is not free, it is bought. You ever notice, when it's scandal, them loud. When it's crime, them run go live. But when it's a threat to the whole nation's life, dead air. You know why? Because them can't speak truth about who owns them. TVJ is bound by corporate contracts. CVM is funded by global advertisers. And the Gleaner print propaganda since colonial times. So when we tell you that Jamaica is at risk of becoming the next Atlantis, don't wait on the 7 o'clock news, because this right here, this TikTok live is the real newsroom. This is the people's press. This is the frontline truth. Let's talk about the unaliving of local voices. You know what's worse than media silence? It's community betrayal. When your own councillor know what's coming, but smile and hand out free bag juice on Labor Day. When your local MP clap hands at church while signing deals for foreign oil company behind closed doors. Jamaica's communities should be on fire right now. But too many of our leaders more loyal to donor money than them own people. And when a local voice rise up, them call we crazy. Them say we're not qualified. Them say don't create panic. Panic? You ever see calm drown in a tsunami? You ever see calm people drown in a tsunami? Them analyze the voice of the village elders. Them ignore the wisdom of farmers. Them discredit every grassroots warrior because true revolution don't come with suit and microphone. It come with soil and a fingernail and fire in the mouth. So yes, let's talk about the science of extinction. I want to know, before we move on, because I not found a run behind these parties. So the next time I'm gonna run behind one of the leaders, stop for a second and question them about the Pedro Bank. Question them about the earthquake and the oil drilling and who has the rights and how much of the rights and what's in the contract. Question them about that and see what answer you get. Me I telling you, question them. Let's go deeper. Jamaica sits on two tectonic plates. North American plate, the boundary right under Pedro Bank. You drill there, you literally poke in the dragon's belly. Seismic energy builds in silence. Understand that. So you won't feel the quake until it's too late. That's what they're doing with this drilling, playing with pressure they cannot control. This isn't guessing, it's geology. Check the 1692 Port Royal quake. Check the 1907 Kingston quake. And now add deep sea drilling vibrations to that fault line and tell me again, is this conspiracy? Let's talk about the psychological warfare, how they make you ignore death. You ever wonder why nobody is panicking, why everybody calm while them country is being auctioned? Because Babylon train uno to ignore uno own death. Them feed uno distraction. Them train you to call truth madness. They teach you to obey silence, not scream warning. So when me go live and say Clarendon might drown, uno laugh. Because the system has trained you to trust the lies and question the fire. We have a culture of distraction and mind control. They use culture to control consciousness. You're flooded with dancehall beef, TikTok trends and foreign reality shows, while reality happening right beneath your foot. Where is the resistance music? Where is the truth documentaries? Where is the school curriculum warning? Students about Jamaica's seismic zones nowhere because education is being used as sedation. The IMF and the digital choke chain. You think this is about oil alone? No, this is also about debt. The IMF has Jamaica on a leash, and when we can't pay back loans, they sell pieces of the island to foreign investors, or force you to drill to raise revenue. And after disaster, they come with a rescue in a form of digital currency, a new system, a new way to track every dollar, every movement, every breath. Disaster will be the excuse to control, will be the goal. Now, the Smart Island prison plan. You ever hear of Smart Jamaica? It's already in motion. They are planning the digital ID. They're installing surveillance. They're designing post-tsunami Jamaica as a smart city. Gated, privatized, policed by drones and foreigners. Wanna think freedom coming? You see digital slavery. Me see biometric checkpoints. Me see poor people being pushed out of city zones. This is not future. This is already the blueprint. So the black bodies are the sacrifices. They don't mind if a few thousand Jamaicans die. Let me say it again. They don't mind if a few thousand Jamaicans die. They already did the math. Yes, they already did the calculations. Disaster is acceptable if it clears land for development. That's why no evacuation plan is in place, no tsunami alarm testing, and no infrastructure for the poor. Let me say it again. They don't mind if a few thousand are dead. They already did the calculation and the math, and they decided that it is acceptable. The disaster is acceptable because it's going to clear the land for the development that they are looking for. So that's why they have no evacuation plan. They have no tsunami alarm testing and no infrastructure for the poor. They expect you to die and then rebuild on your grave. It's not a conspiracy. That's colonization 2.0. The Caribbean leaders are staying silent. Where is CARICOM? Where is Mia Motley? Where is Ralph Gonsalves? You think them not hear what's happening in Jamaica? But politics is over truth. And every island is waiting to see if Jamaica rise or disappear. Silence is betrayal. Silence is tragedy. They are preparing for the same drill, just waiting to see if we resist or surrender. So here is the aftermath. Let's, just for the heck of it, let's just say everything what me tell you to say. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say the drill and the earthquake happens. Let's say me wrong. And then the drill and the earthquake happens. What happens next? What happens next? Hospitals collapse. Fishermen will be gone. Schools will be flattened. Roads would crack open. Cell towers will be down and the diaspora can't get through. And the government already in safe zones or planes to Miami. Then comes the vultures, the NGOs, the IMF, the developers. And let's say, and they're going to say, let us help you rebuild. But it's not help, it's hostile takeover. Who profits off the dead? Here's the final dagger. Every disaster has a profit sheet. Every earthquake is a business opportunity. And if Jamaica gets hit, every construction firm, surveillance company, crypto bank, and smart tech billionaire is waiting in the shadow. They win. And UNO, the people, lose. Your parish, lose. Your roots, lose. Your history, lose. Your right to even exist on your own soil, you're going to lose. Even the right to exist on your own soil, you will lose. So I had to respond.